Namaste student, welcome to my class. This is Information Technology for class 10, subject code 402. Today topic retrieve data using query and create forms and reports using Wizard in Unit 3 Relational Database Management System. Recap. So what we have seen last class, we saw about data manipulation language. In short, we can call this DML. So what are the statements involved in data manipulation language? Select, insert, delete and update. These are the statements which involved in our data manipulation language. The second topic, sorting data. What is sorting? Sorting means arrangement of data either in ascending or descending order is called sorting data. Referential integrity. In relational database consists of multiple tables. Each and every tables are linked to each other. So we have to make a relations between all the tables that can be done by using relations or association between the tables, that is one to one to many or many to many relationship in a database. The last topic, creating and editing relationship between tables. How to create and how to edit this relationship between the tables. These are the topic which we have learned in our previous class. Today topics are query, forms and reports. In query we are going to see select and update statement in TML, form, how to create forms in OpenOffice base, reports, how to create reports in OpenOffice base. These are the topic which are going to focus today. Query languages. What is query languages? Query languages are computer languages used to make queries into database and information system. So I said database is nothing but collection of data. So we can store all the data. Database is like a container which stores all the data. So when you want to retrieve data or want to access data in the database means how can you do? By using this query. So we need one language, we need one medium that is called what? Query language to retrieve, to store data in the database. So queries are commands that are used to define the data structure and also to manipulate the data in the database. I said in the before session, the query language is nothing but SQL. SQL means structured query language, which consists of two kinds of language. One is DDL, another one is DML. So what is DDL? Data definition language, and DML is data manipulation language. DDL is used to define the basic structure of database and DML is used to manipulate the operations in the database. So queries is nothing but commands that are used to define this data structure and also to manipulate the data which are stored in the database. So why do we need query? Query is used to collect specific information from the pool of data. So we want to collect only particular information from the collection of data means we have to use this query. That is the purpose of using query. The next one, query help us to join information from different tables and filter that information. So you want to filter the information, you want to join the or merge information from different table means we have to use this query. So what is filtering? Filtering means the query uses criteria you provide to hide some data and present only what you want to see. So you have to give some criteria to see the or display the records in your database means you have to go, this option is called filtering. So filtering means query uses criteria you provide to hide some data and present only what kind of information or data To display on the screen means that is what? Filtering. These are the purpose of using query in your database. So in this session we are going to see two statements. The statements are select statement and update statement. The previous session we saw about create statement, delete statement and update statement. But here we are going to see select statement and update statement. The first statement is select statement. The select statement is used to retrieve zero or more rows from one or more database tables or database views. I said you can store many data in your database. How can you retrieve? By using this select statement. So select statement is used to retrieve zero or more rows from one or more database tables. Select statement is most commonly used data manipulation language command. So select statement is one of the command which can be used commonly in DML. The select statement may contain many classes, but here we are going to see only two classes. The classes are where and order by. The two classes of select statements are where and order by. What is where class? Where class specifies which rows you want to retrieve. You want particular row to be retrieved from the database means we have to go this where statement for where class. The next class is about order by. So order by class is used to specifies an order in which to return the row. So if you want to retrieve data in the order of ascending or descending order means we have to use this order by class in your select statement. These are the two classes in a select statement. These classes are where and order by. How to create and execute query in OpenOffice base. In order to execute queries, click on the queries option available on the left side under database section. So here this is your database OpenOffice base window. Here you will be having a three sections. The first one is called database section. The right side is called task section. So for creating query, you have to click on this query icon or query options which is available on your left side. So once you click on this queries option, you'll be getting the three options in the task pane. You have to go to third one. What is the third one? Create query in SQL view. Click on this view. You'll be getting the next window is called what? OpenOffice base query design view. You'll be getting a blank space like this. This is a place which you are going to type your query. Suppose I want to retrieve all the data from the database, means you can type the query here. So once you type your query, you have to press this button. This button is called a run query button. Okay, if you want to execute the query, mean you have to press F function key F5 in your keyboard, or you have to click this icon. The tick mark, the green color tick mark icon is used to execute the query in your query window. It is query design window. I repeat, F5 is a function key which is used to execute a query in the query design window, or else you can press this icon which is present in the toolbar of your query design window. This icon is called query execute query icon. So tick mark is called execute query icon. Click this icon to execute your query which you have typed in this place. To retrieve all the columns in a table. So I said select statement is used to retrieve all the columns in a table. So what is the syntax for? General syntax for retrieve all the columns in a table. The statement is select star from table name. The table name is nothing but whatever the table that you have created already in your table design view. Okay. So the query is select star from table name. This is one of the DML statement. To retrieve all the columns in your table is select star from table name. The table name is nothing but the table which you have created already in your database. Example, select star from S detail. So here S detail is the table name which you have created already. Then you have to terminate the statement by the semicolon. Each and every statement in SQL language is terminated by the semicolon. Okay. So to retrieve the data which is present in the table, S detail is select star from S detail. So here I have typed the query here. So once I type this query, I have to press either function key F5 or this icon. So what will happen? It will display all the records present in the table S details. Okay, this is what how to retrieve all the columns in a table. So nearly I have 7 records in this table. It will be displayed in your query design view. Grouping of data. To display the records contain the same type of values where class can be used with the select SQL statements. So in my records consist of same type of values. So this is called what? Grouping. Okay. Sometimes some tables or database consist of same type of values means, so we want to grouping these values is called what? Grouping. This grouping can be achieved by using the where class in a select statement in SQL. So how to group this data in your database by using select star from table name. My table name is yes details where color equal to blue. In this table I want to group the students who like the color blue. So what I given here? Select star. So select means select statement which is used to retrieve data from the database. Star from which table? Yes, details table. So where is the class used to group the data in the database? So what I am going to group? The color must be blue. So the field name is color. The value is blue. So if I give color equal to blue means what will happen? It will be display the record which contains the color of blue alone. This is called what? Grouping of data. I repeat, select star from S detail means your table name. The where class is used to display the records contain the same type of values. Then you can give the field name and the value. Sometimes some people city will be Chennai. So I want the records those who are residing in Chennai mean I can give us what? City equal to Chennai mean it will display the records which are residing in Chennai. So like this we can group the records by using the where class. So after executing the select query, the output will be shown the similar to the one displayed. So this is my query which I have given the query design view. So once I given the query, automatically you will be getting the result above the query place. Okay, this is what how to grouping of data in your query design. The next one, order by set. Select statement consists of two classes. One is where is used to grouping of same type of values present in the table. Next one, order by. Order by is used to order your data in the either in ascending order or descending order. To view records in ascending order of roll number means what I have to do now? Select star from. So I'm going to retrieve data from the table. Yes, details order by. So order by is a class along with the select statement. So what I'm going to order now? By roll number. So I want to arrange a roll number in a ascending order. That's why given as ASC. ASC means ascending order. DESC means descending order. I repeat, ASC means ascending order. DESC means descending order. This is the statement, that is your DMS statement to view records in your ascending order. By default, the order in ascending order. So without giving this ASC, if I give alone roll number means your data will be arranged in a ascending order itself. It's not in descending order. The default order of the select statement is ascending order itself. So select star from S detail. S detail is the name of the table. Order by is a class which is used to view records in either ascending order, descending order. The default order is ascending order alone. So which field you want to arrange in ascending order? I want to arrange a roll number in a ascending order means that's why given as a roll number here. Then you have to give the order as ASC means ascending order. DESC means what? Descending order. By default order is what? Ascending order. Without giving this ASC, what will happen? Your record will be arranged in a ascending order itself because the default order of the select statement is what? Ascending order only. So here they given a Query a select star from S details order by roll number ASC. So here I got the output as what? Roll number has been arranged as a ascending order. Okay, 7, 13, 14 like this. This is what? How to grouping and how to arrange the data in your database. Next one, update statement. Update statement is used for modifying records in a database. Okay, you want to modify. Now I have given all the data. I want to add some more data. I want to change the phone number. I want to change the address of the student. Mean that is called what? Modifying data or modify records in the database. How can I do this? What is general syntax for modifying or updating data in the database? So the general syntax is update the syntax. Then you have to give the table name. Then set. I'm going to change whatever the changes you want to give. You have to first mention here. So update table name. Then set column name. So which column you want to change? So I can give a column name followed by the value. Then you have to give the conditions here. So for example, roll number equal to 1 means the particular roll number students alone have to be changed. Okay, so here I given the example for this update statement. Update, then table name, set location equal to Bhubaneswar, where roll number equal to 14. So the record which contains roll number is 14 alone has been changed. The location is what? Bhubaneswar. This is what? Example for updating statements or updating data in the database. I repeat, the general syntax is update, table name, set. Then you have to give the column name. Which column values has to be changed. You have to mention along with the column name and values. Then you have to give the condition by using the where class. Okay, the example update table name set. Set is a keyword you have to use here. So I'm going to modify the location as Bhubaneswar where roll number equal to 14. The record which contains the roll number 14 has to be changed as what? Bhubaneswar locations. This is the way to update or modify the records in the data. Now we are going to see how to create queries in your OpenOffice base. The another way of opening database is go to File, then choose option as New, then Database to create a database. Now I am going to open an existing database file. So I am going to choose the option as Open an existing database file. Here I can choose the your database name from the drop down list. So I am going to choose the student's detail now. Then click Finish. So the database OpenOffice base window has been opened as the student details name which I have created already in your database, which consists of objects, tables, queries, forms and reports. Now we are going to see how to create queries in database. I have created one table named as details. I want to retrieve this details using the queries now. I am going to create a query to retrieve the details or data which have been stored in this table's name as yes details. So how to create queries? Click on the queries options in the left side of your database window, that is database pan. So after that, under this task pan will be having a three options. You have to go to the third option as create query in SQL view to create the query in your OpenOffice base. So I repeat, for creating query, you have to go to the left corner that you will be having a four option. Now we are going to create queries. Click on this query option. Then go to task pan. We will be having the three options. Now we are going to choose the create query in SQL view. So we will be getting a blank page like this. So the window name is query design window. Here you can type your query for retrieving data, that is for retrieving all the columns in the database. Okay, so what is the SQL or query statement for retrieving all the columns in the database? Select space start from table name. So what is a table name? So here we'll be having a table name as yes details. So I'm going to retrieve the data which has been stored in this table as yes details. So yes detail I'm going to type now. So this is the select statement for retrieving data from the database. The statement is select star from table name. So now I have typed my query here. How to execute this query? That can be done by using two way. One by simply pressing F5 key in the keyboard, or else we can press this run query icon. This is called what? Run. Your tick mark is there. No, that is called what? Run query icon is available in your toolbar. So click this. So now I have retrieved this all the data which has been stored in the table yes details. So I have created 6 rows or records in your yes details table. Shall we check now? Now I am minimizing this. So this is my I am being in tables pan. So just double click on this. So how many records I have now? Six records. The same thing has been stored in the query. You can see this query design view. So this is what how to retrieve data from the database using select DML statement. The statement is select star from table name. Okay, this table name is yes details. The next one, I'm going to grouping the data using var class and select statement. So how to group data? Very easy. The same one, select star from yes details var class. I'm going to group the data which has the same value present in the database. Okay, so I'm going to give us select star from yes details var color equal to blue. You have to give within a single quotes BLUU blue. So I'm going to group the data which has a value of same blue color. So I'm going to put the data from the database that is table yes detail those students who like the color blue. Shall we run this query? How to run the query? Either by pressing F5 in the keyboard or by pressing the run query icon present in the toolbar. So now I have totally I had 7 records. By now it's displaying only 3 records, which is the value as what? Blue. This is called grouping records in your database using var class and select statement. Clear children? So the statement select star from yes detail. Yes detail is your student table name, then var class, then you have to give the condition as color equal to blue. Shall I give one more thing? So I'm going to group the data as location equal to Chennai. Those who are being in location of Chennai means I'm going to display now. So my location will be Chennai. Then run this query. So the student's name that is records will be displayed here. Location is Chennai. Okay, this is what grouping records or data in the database using var class in select statement. The next one using order by conditions. Okay. So I'm going to delete this. So select star from student name that is table name, then order by default order by space. They can give us roll number. Okay, I said the default order of this select statement is ascending order. If you want to give a descending order, you can give specify the class name as DESC. So now I'm going to I didn't give any specification here. I simply gave the class name as order by then roll number then execute this query. Then execute this query. You have to do the space here. So you have to do the space between order and by here. Otherwise it show the errors. Okay. So whenever the syntax will be in blue color, that itself you can able to get whether you have made mistakes or not. So by default, the order of the sorting is will be ascending order. The default order is ascending order. So I didn't mention any order here. So select stop from details, order by roll number, execute the query now. So your data has been arranged as a ascending order. If you want to make it as descending means roll number you can give DESC. Okay, then run this query now. The data has been stored as a descending order now 134, 123. So it will be now descending order. This is what how to make a records in ascending order or descending order. Descending order you have to give us what DESC class here. Okay. This is what how to create queries in your open office base. Now we are going to see how to update data in your open office base. Okay, we could not make a updation of data by using this design view. For that we have to go to again main window here. How to execute SQL query, how to write SQL query, go to tools and SQL. Okay, here you have to type the records. Whatever query you want to execute, you can type here. So I'm going to do the updation now. So you have to type update. So update table name. What is the table name? Yes, details. Then space. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to update. I'm going to modify the values present in the table. So to give set. So I'm going to change the location equal to. Okay, this is you have to given us here within double quotes. Then value you have to given us. So I'm going to change this value as location equal to something Kolkata. Location Kolkata. The value should be given in a single quote. Space. Where color equal to blue. So the field name should be given in double quotes. The value should be given as single quotes. So I'm going to update the records which the color value will be blue means I'm going to change or modify the value as what? Kolkata. So what are the records? The field name color will be blue means the location data will be changed as what? Kolkata. Now execute the query. So command successfully executed. Then close it. Now click this. Then document. Now you can see. So whatever the values are stored as a blue, it has been updated or modified as what? Kolkata. This is what how to update the records in your database. The query is update table name set. Then you have to, whatever the data you are going to modify, you can give location, whatever the field name followed by a value. Then can give the condition. So whatever the values consist of, it will be changed as what? Value to be changed. But also you can give. Okay. This is what how to update or modify data in your database using query. So I have created two queries now. So how to we have to save the query now. So how to save query? This is my query window. I have created the query like this. Then click save. Can give the query name. So I'm going to give the name as yes details. Okay. Then click OK. So we should now give the same name for both query as well as table. So it won't be accept. So I'm going to give some other name. or query student details. Then click OK. So you have saved your query name as student details now. Now close it. Go to the main view now. So I have table named as S details. Queries also have created student details. Just click this. So we'll be getting like this. Okay. This is what how to create query using SQL view. A form provides the user a systematic way of storing information into the database. So forms provide a user interface for database table. They are used as the primary method of entering, editing and displaying data contained in database tables. It is an interface in a user specified layout that lets a user to view, enter and change data directly in database objects such as tables. Forms are used to collect data, display result of the queries. Forms are used to add data to tables and view data that already exists. So here I given one example picture for forms. So from this form, the user can easily enter the values which is relevant to the field name given nearby the boxes. Isn't it? So the forms presents information in an organized manner. This may enhancing the data entry of the user. Let me see how to create these forms in your OpenOffice base. Now we are going to see how to create forms in a OpenOffice base for a existing table or existing queries. Okay. For this, go to the click on the forms options in your database pane which is available on your left side of your OpenOffice window. Okay. Then create forms. You'll be getting here two options: create forms in design view and use wizard to create form. So I'm going to choose second option to use wizard to create form. Click this option. You'll be getting a new window is called what? Database form window. So you'll be having a 8 steps or will be there in a form wizard window. So first you have to choose the fields to make a form. So these are the options. So if you need entire field to be make a form means we can choose the this button. Otherwise you have to use this one arrow symbol for making the field to make us a form. So I'm going to choose this button for make all field to make a form. Okay, then click next button. Set up your subform. If you want to add a subform, you can make it, otherwise leave it. Then click next button. Arrange controls. So what are the arrangements you need? You can see the preview here. So what type of form layout you need, you can choose from this number of options. Okay. So I'm going to choose first one. Then click next. Set data entry. So what are the entries you need? The form is to be used for entering new data only means you can choose this. The form is mainly used for entering new data alone means you can use this. Otherwise, click on the next option. The form is to be displayed all data for allowing modifications, for allowing deletions, whatever operation you want to do, you can choose from this. Okay, then click next. Then you can apply styles. What are the styles for your forms? You can apply from this. What are the colors? Okay, 3D block, border, no border, flat. So you can see this. 3D means box will be in a 3D effect. Flat means will be different types of flat shapes. Okay. So whatever color you like, you can choose from this. Okay. Then click next. Then you can give the form name here. Okay. Give us the student details here. Work with the form or modify the form. Okay, then click finish. The form has been created along with the records. So I have totally 6 records. So how to navigate these records from using this controls. Okay. So previous record, next record, first record and last record. So you want to see first records, number 5. Second next record 6. 4, 3, 2. This is the last one. So if you want to add new record means Just click this new record buttons available on the bottom of the form. This is called what? New record button. Click this. You can add a new record now. So 7. Name will be Rahul. So roll number 116. Class 10th. Phone number. Can type some number. So date of birth. Color green. Location Chennai. Okay, this is what adding record using the forms. Okay, once you add a record, you can save your record here. So here, save record. Okay, so now I'm going to add one more record. So new, again click new record, then click number 8. Name will be Sarath. Roll number 124. Class 10. Type some number. Like this, you can add a record by using these forms. Okay, now save your records. Now shall we check one? Now we added two records by using these forms. Okay, shall we check the records have been added in your tables or not? Shall we do now? Just minimize it, then go to tables, then click this. So far we added in table we have added only 6 records. By using forms we added two more records. So totally we have 8 records. So 706 has been added by using tables, but 2 records has been added by using forms. This is what adding record by using a form. So forms is one of the user entry, data entry layout which is used to enhance your data entry or into the input the data into the database. Okay. So now I have set record. So how to delete records? This is called delete records. So if there is any unwanted records to be there now, you can easily delete it. So first you have to go to choose a record first. So I'm going to choose a record as Anjali. I want to delete this Anjali record. So here we have a delete records. So it's asking a message if you want to delete the record, click Yes. Means the particular record will be deleted. So let me go and check in your table now. So now we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 records. Totally I have created 8 records, but now I deleted one record by using form, that is Anjali, named as Anjali. That record has been deleted by using the form. This is what how to create forms in your OpenOffice. A report helps to display the data in summarized manner. It is used to generate the overall work outcome in a clear format. So a report is a design document that displays formatted data from one or more database tables or queries. Reports are designed for printing purpose. So reports are used to summarize large quantities of data into meaningful information using calculations, record lists, total and other reports objects. So reports produce paper forms such as invoice and inventory. So report can be created based on either database tables or queries. So you can create reports also in the database. Let me see how to create these reports in your OpenOffice base. How to create reports in your OpenOffice base. So open the OpenOffice base window like this. So under this database pane, click on the reports options which is available in the left side of your OpenOffice base window. Then click the use wizard to create report options under this task pane. Just double click on it. You'll be getting a report wizard dialog like this, which consists of 6 steps. In form creation, you'll be getting a 8 steps, but in report wizard, you'll be getting a 6 steps. Okay, the first one you have to choose the table or query. So from which methods you are going to create your reports. So I'm going to choose the table name as details. Okay, then we have to choose the fields to make a report. So I'm going to choose all the fields to make a report by clicking on these buttons. Okay, So by clicking on this button, that is double arrow button which is used to move the fields for creating reports. So I'm just moving all the fields available in the table for creating the reports. Then click next button. Second one, labeling fields. So if you want to change the labeling, we can change here. Okay. So ID means we can change the student ID also. You can change student ID like this. Okay. Then click next button. Then grouping. If you want to make grouping, you can make it. So I'm going to make a grouping as color. Click this. Okay. Then click next button. Sort options. So how to make an option sorting. So I'm going to make a roll number as sorting as a descending order. Then click next button. Then choose layout. So which layout you want to make some design purpose you can use this. Okay. Drafting, finance. There is a lot of options will be there. Bubbles. So you can see the preview of your data like this. So I chose as your bubbles now. So it will look as your bubbles. Then click next button. Next is the create report. I am going to choose a dynamic report to create report now. Then click finish button. So it has been created now. So I'm grouping the colors, right? So green color. So green color has only one record. For orange I'm having only one record. Then for green I have two records. So for blue there is no records. So like this you can do groupings in your report. This is what report. Report is used to summarize the data. Okay, reports are used to summarize a large quantity of data into meaningful information. Okay. So with this we have learned about how to create forms, how to create queries and how to create reports in your OpenOffice base. For forms you have to click on the OpenOffice. In OpenOffice base window click on the forms, then choose the use wizard to create form. For reports click on the use wizard to create report. So now I have created a report named as details. I have created one student details forms. I have created a queries named as student details table. So in my database I have all the objects as tables, queries, forms and reports. So you can see the preview also here. Okay, queries, I have these queries. For forms it won't display. For reports I have created the named as details. So my database has consisted of all the four objects. This is what the complete concept of OpenOffice base. Okay children, I hope you all can able to understood how to create database and how to create tables, queries, forms and reports. Homework and classwork for today's session. The two Word file will be posted in your group for homework and classwork. Children, try to complete all your work on time. Complete this today's session work and submit on next week. So with this session, we came to reach an end of this unit, that is unit 3, Relational Database Management System. The next session we are going to see the very new unit, that is part A, unit 1, Communication Skills for your term 1 exam. Thank you very much children.